Welcome to a 300 key opening and of course a 26,000 fragment opening at the end of this video. Of course we'll cover the key thing about why I managed to get 300 keys, or why I chose to get 300 keys, because Runescape or Jagex effectively had a sale for an extra 50% extra keys, so I decided to get it. I wanted to complete my 120 archaeology grind, and I had a load of artifacts that I just wanted to get extra XP. So we rattled through 300 keys with the new promotion. Obviously, I was trying to get the cosmetic from the promotion as well. Didn't manage to do it. I'll let you in for a freebie. But the key thing about this one was that it was really, really good, actually, this promotion, in terms of getting you a ton of skilling supplies. I managed to get thousands, if not like tens of thousands of proteans from this, which was really good, along with the fact that I got like millions, I mean genuinely millions of bonus XP and XP respectively. So we've managed to bank both Herblore 120. We did bank Archaeology 120. I've managed to already get that already, so it doesn't really matter. And then we've obviously ground out a load for the Slayer 120 as well, so that's all banked. And we also are now looking at farming 120 as well as the kind of next step in terms of trying to bank that in the account. So that's kind of what we were aiming for with the keys. Of course, the key thing about these keys is that you're able to use the reroll to be able to decide upon the multiplier. So if you're not happy with what the multiplier is, you can use oddments, which I guarantee you is a better thing to do, because although you might not want to spend 250 oddments to reroll it, every single time you do that, you then get a better chance of getting for example, if you've got from the kind of common to the super rare choice, where you've only got one kind of reward per one, you can choose to then actually change it so you end up with maybe 2 rewards and also a rarity higher than, you know, rare or super rare or something like that. So it's really, really beneficial to do that. Every single time I have done that, I have made well more than the 250 oddments spent, because you're effectively guaranteeing a better prize every single time, which is obviously giving you more oddments per prize, and it means you don't end up with some of the crappy 60 oddment prizes that I just get rid of, which like the small cash bag, etc. So something that I really implore you guys to do for this Gemfall, whether you're spending any money on it, real money that is, or if you're doing it for free. So something you should definitely do. Now, regardless of the actual kind of oddments, what did we typically want to go for? Well, with this account, I have already maxed it, so we are aiming for as much XP to make the kind of usable 120s easier to get. So hence why I went with Slayer, with Herblore, with farming, with archaeology, and that is kind of what we're aiming to do on this account, and we'll then move on to other 120s that I feel is beneficial. Now within this, we did manage to get a huge cashback, which when you claim it actually gives you 15 million GP, which is nice, recouping some of the money that I spent on archaeology grind. I must have spent about 200 million or something in that region, which is, yeah, not particularly the nicest, but nonetheless, we can kind of move on now. I think we've talked long enough about the kind of treasure hunter microtransaction thing that is in RuneScape right now, which is probably not the nicest, but there we go. I mean, it's in there and it does certainly help me out. I don't want to waste any more of my time that I don't have to, and of course when you're limited on time, you don't want to be wasting any more. So you can see here, go into Party P, and that is exactly what we want to do. You could see that we had a ton of fragments, and you can see we did manage to spend 26,600 balloon fragments and received 52 white balloons, 68 blue balloons, and 13 purple balloons. So you've got a drop rate of the purples of about 10%. The blues are about like 50%, or just over 50% from that. And the whites being kind of 50, well, like 40% or something in that region. So we ended up getting pretty lucky, I think. I think maybe we were on drop rate, I don't know. But a ton of balloons nonetheless. And hopefully we can get some good rewards within this. Let's actually jump into them. So here we go, starting off with the white balloons. We want to get them out of the way and potentially pick up some of those cosmetics if we really can, because if we can get the full set, that would be nice. We can stick it in the bank and then at least we can say we were here when the event set got released. Of course, it is the disco outfits for both the white, the blue and the purple balloons. Each one has its own respective cosmetic outfit. I think you have like the disco outfit, then you've got the cool disco outfit, and then the super disco outfit. It goes like blue, green, or something like that. It's red, blue, green is what it looks like. So yeah, there's that. Of course, as you're opening them, they're super annoying to actually open because you end up filling up your inventory with terrible stars as you're going through the commons, as I'm sure many of you will know if you have been doing that. And that's something I've absolutely hated about it. But you do get oddments, you do get a couple of extra things, and we are aiming to get any of the titles to just whack on the account. I mean, if you're interested in making money or getting cosmetics like the disco legs, then this is a perfect time to do it. It is primarily free. You can, I believe, at the current drop rate, get something like 2,000 fragments per hour. So, you know, look at 10 hours and you'll be able to get roughly what we were managed to get in this one. Of course, half of it, I believe, came from opening the keys. We ended up getting 12,000 from the keys and a further 14,000 from actually playing and doing the event itself. So, yeah, we do manage to get 2 pieces of the disco outfit from those 30 white balloons that we've already opened, and that's really nice. And of course, the XP that you're also getting for a player, maybe if you're starting out on the game, it's not necessarily the worst XP that you can get. For me personally, you know, it's pale in comparison to what we have been opening, where you're able to get like 1 million XP in one singular drop from stacking up the inventory full of like the rewards from the keys that we opened earlier. But, you know, it's each to their own, and we're able to hopefully get some extra rewards, or at least some better stuff than just the disco outfit, but we'll have to wait and see. So we didn't manage to get any of the rewards, extra rewards from the white white balloons, which is kind of annoying. But there we go. We did manage to get the 2 blue disco legs and disco feet, so it's not that bad. But yeah, we're certainly stacking up the kind of extras, the kind of junk, to be honest with you. And you can see we're just starting our opening on the blue balloons. You can see what we can get here. The cool disco feet, you know, it looks okay. There's nothing too major, but the one that you actually want is the platinum Torva cosmetic tokens and that sort of thing, because once you get those, you are quids in. Because to be honest with you, I have not seen anyone with any of them. Of course, if you have, let me know in the comments, because I genuinely I don't even know where they are. But yeah, they certainly are very, very hidden within this game. But opening the blue balloons, you're getting better rewards per balloon because you can now get medium prismatics or lamps, so it's kind of nice to have, but it's still, you know, measly amounts of XP in the grand scheme of things. But it does help out with the farming grind, and potentially we can get up a nice level since we are getting towards there. But, you know, the 100 XP drops every, like, I don't know, 5 minutes is nice when you're opening up these things. They're a nice addition to literally just playing the game. And of course, if you want to just plow it into one skill, if you haven't got 99 agility, or maybe you're going for a horrible 120 that's just a pain, something like I don't know, rune crafting, and you don't actually want to be spam clicking for the entirety of the 120, then yeah, definitely use all of your XP and stars from both oddments that you're spending to be able to get keys, maybe, or whatever way you typically do it. But yeah, definitely be ploughing in the XP, because that's what I done. If I want to get a skill out of the way, that's pretty much how I got agility to 99, because I just didn't want to be actively doing it. It was just not interesting. But nonetheless, that's enough spiel. We do manage to pick up the cool disco legs, which is okay. I mean, it'd be nice to complete the full set, but we'll have to, fingers crossed, do that in the next kind of set. But yeah, we're definitely getting some better rewards here. Of course, as you kind of go through, you have to like open up so many different of these lamps and stuff, which is a real pain. I wish Jagex would actually come up with a way where where you can just bank all of the certain items or whatever from the balloons, or when you're opening chests. Obviously, like the clue chests, when you open them up, you can actually instantly bank anything that goes over the limit. It's kind of annoying that you have to open up the lamps and stuff, or if you had an option to automatically redeem the lamps, that would be nice in the skill that whatever you've chosen them to be in, because that would just help out so big. But yeah, you can see here just spamming through all of these. The majority of them are just giving the XP lamps and stuff. We do manage to actually get 104 farming whilst actually doing it, which is nice. And you'll notice, if for the keen-eyed of you, in the bottom left-hand corner, you've been seeing that we're actually able to get quite a few coins within this. So you can get 100k XP, coins, as well as like the XP lamps and stuff. So it's nice to just top up your bank account during double XP to just grind through as many more skills as possible. We are now down to the 13 purple balloons, and hopefully it'll give you an idea as to what these purple balloons are actually like and whether you can get anything decent out of them. The key thing being that you can get 5 million coins out of them, which is actually super good, especially if you've got a ton of purple balloons. If you've been grinding your way through just an inordinate amount of XP or whatever during the double XP, I'm sure you've got a ton of these tokens. And on the first one, we do actually manage to get the Party Fever Walk Override token, which is really nice. I mean, it's only worth 1.8 million, so it's nothing too major. But typically with the tokens, I stick them in my bank, never to be seen again until I find out that actually they're worth like 100 mil or something like that. And then I usually sell them. Otherwise, some of them are worth like 20k even after sticking them in your bank for like 5 years or what have you. But you can see with the purple balloons, you're getting huge or large lamps, which is nice. And that will just basically boost up whatever levels you're doing. But what you really want is, of course, the Platinum Torva or Pernix or whatever. Unfortunately, it's like they seem like gold dust genuinely. But with these purple balloons, I actually think it's a very nice addition, as well as the fact that you can get these cosmetics, which are kind of cool. The Super Disco outfit, you can actually go in and recolor, which is something that you probably can't with a lot of these outfits. So it's nice to see like an additional option. And you can see here going through, we get the Super Disco top, which of course is probably something that you might be able to use as a more of a cosmetic. But you see in the bottom left, we did manage to get the 5 million coin drop from the purple balloon as well. So that takes us up to 115 mil. So we made about 20 million within this kind of opening and that sort of thing. So it really did boost up my GP, at least to a degree. And so, yeah, we can just spend it on whatever skills, but I'm down to about 10 million after grinding out the last few artifacts and just spamming my way through and just paying for them. But yeah, at the end of it, we come out with 1.95 million worth of kind of boring junk, to be honest, except from the override there, which makes up the majority of it. So yeah, I highly recommend you just keep hold of the cosmetics until you know what the actual price of them is going to be, whether people are going to want them, and of course I would highly recommend just grinding out as much of this as possible, especially since it's double XP and you can just put on some really AFK stuff and get double the balloon fragments at the moment, due to Jagex releasing like the double balloon fragment kind of event type thing that's going on because of the new worlds event. So yeah, really kind of glad that I managed to save up these, and I am finally done with the archaeology grind. It's funny how it literally goes from like 1 to 99 taking ages, and then between 99 and 120 it's like a breeze, and you end up doing it in less time. But there we go. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you want to check out any more, we did do another loot opening of like, I don't know, like 50 balloons or something in that region. So you can have a look at that if you're interested. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you join me in one of those. Goodbye.